Nice. Welcome everybody to another stream. Please like, no donation required. You can donate even if you wanted to. No details. And I've been leveling up my character. I ditched the two-handed weapon. So it was more fun. I mean, it's not as powerful, the one-handed weapon. But it is fun. So I've just found him. Paradox alive. And I wanted to come here and I saw him out just outside of the tunnel. I thought he was dead.
Well, it seems that my attempt to get rid of our king failed. You could have told me, and yet you decided to lie.
You were gonna kill me. Tell you the truth so you can attack me again?
This again? We've covered this already. I'm out of apologies. Look, I don't blame you. Our king always was a master at manipulation, and he did heal you of the Red Death.
How did you figure out Arthur's with me?
You don't remember? I didn't have to figure anything out. He saved you when the monster attacked us at sea. Arthur, can you hear me, you parasite? I am coming for you.
How did you survive the storm?
I have my ways. I don't think I have to answer if you didn't grant me the courtesy.
He doesn't remember
I will
you.
make him remember.
What are you
Same
doing?
thing
here?
I always do. Cleaning up the mess our king's actions and decisions left behind in this world. There was a beast down there that needed to be put down. Hideous thing.
So what? You're on your way to steal Excalibur
No,
now?
that's your job. You can decide to help me, you can decide to help him. At this point, it doesn't even matter, since we're both after the same thing. I'm sure he wants to regain his power, and I want to destroy every single piece of his soul. Either way, you'll be helping us both. Now, it was nice talking to you, but I can't stay here all day. I'll be keeping a close watch over your journey.
That's it? I thought you were gonna fight me. Hey, aren't you gonna help me get Excalibur?
No. You know what to do. You will be doing it, and I have other matters to take care of. But if you want my help, all right? Once again, I can prove I'm not your enemy. You can ask me one question, and I'll answer truthfully. Or I can give you an artifact I found in this cave. It should help you with your continued survival.
Ask the question.
I should have known. Fine.
Why do you hate King Arthur so much? Why did you help me escape? How am I supposed to take her? Why are the red crystals chemical? I want to know why he hates King Arthur.
The Arthur I swore my loyalty to was a man. Not a rotting carcass, mindlessly destroying everything in his path, convinced that's what's best for Avalon. He was honorable, brave, and just. Well, at least that's what I thought back then, when I was still young and naive. Now I know that the man I so admired was nothing but a lie. He toyed with nature. He brought ruin to this land. And in the end, he had no courage to let it all go. And that's what needed to be done. That's enough talking. We have things to do, don't we?
That's it?
No, I don't have an issue with you. And now that I saw the extent of his power, even in his weakened state, I realize it would be pointless to try to free you of him. I'll need something stronger than the blade I carry with me. We'll meet again.
Farewell then. Just get alive. Must be something here. I know he killed everything. And there might be meteorite in here. Oh, wow. He killed that. Yeah. He might be a bit more powerful than I thought he was. So he actually wants to like free me of once carried it can be what? It must be the egg of this guy. Must be something behind him, yeah? Nothing here. Holy crap, he's saying King Arthur made this thing. Okay, then if that's done, we'll go to get rid of Galahad. Hey. That creature Galak Caradoc slew. It didn't look natural. What was it?
Not much. I never encountered one myself, but I heard stories about them. Mist bearers, like most creatures on this island, emerged from the weirdness. They were always drawn to magic. The druids believed they fed on it in some way. Merlin forbade his apprentices from hunting them. Druids were too valuable to our war effort to be distracted by such pursuits, and they were meant to carry on Merlin's legacy should he fall. What became of them after the war, I do not know.
Is that all? Let's just... Let's get to Galahad. There is a cooldown in the offering for those things.
We have cover. We're not. Someone's out there. We'll make it short work. Short working.
We're almost there. I'm not expecting an easy fight at all. But I would like to get prepared. You. Okay. I already identify myself to him. I mean to the gods. Now Galahad, so that we can continue the story and we can go to the next place and complete the other side quest. I'm gonna kick. Oh, there's a lot of them. Wow. Look how strong they are.
I can hear you. Who goes there?
I was told this pin would allow me to ask for help from any Camelot representative.
It's shiny, sure, but you clearly have no idea what you're doing. Waving a round table pin in front of a knight of the round table? Not the smartest move. Normally, I'd throw you out for your arrogance and stupidity. But you're lucky. I've got a soft spot for boldness. And that pin has me curious. Where'd you get it?
Got it from Caradoc.
You mean you found Caradoc's tomb and robbed it?
Yes, no, he handed it to me personally.
Interesting. And when exactly did this happen? Where did you last see him? I see. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. So what do you want then?
Don't ask me to kill you, his allies. I came in to kill you. Whose funeral is
The
this?
one on the left was questioning my orders. For some reason, he thought his opinions were more important than obedience in the middle of a war. They aren't. The one on the right decided Camelot wasn't tame enough, So he thought that was a good enough excuse to help himself to his comrades' pockets. It wasn't.
I want to ask you a question. A night in the southeast way. What
We're
brings
going
you
to
here?
fight the Dalrita. We're driving that rabble out of the All-Mother's temple. And when we head home, we'll put their heads on pikes at the gates of the Forlorn Swords. That way the rest of those barbarians will know Camelot is still watching over them, even if we have to protect them from themselves.
What do you mean?
Oh, so you don't know? One Eye's a traitor. He's fooled the younger tribesmen with grand promises of uniting the tribes and marching north. The Council of Elders is still loyal to us. They want no part in a war. He's just a bandit, abandoned by his own people. When his village fell, no one came to help. And One Eye, like the rat he is, ran. I'm just here to finish what I started. And when the Elders see us take down One Eye, we won't need to worry about those savages for another 600 years.
I thought the war hadn't even started. Why do you hate? Didn't they fight for
At the
Camelot?
beginning, yes. But they're primitive. They don't respect order. They never will. Arthur gave them the Forlorn Swords, a rich land where they could govern themselves. They were supposed to watch the giants deliver iron and chase after their cousins through the tunnels or whatever it is that tickles their fancy. But no, that wasn't enough for them. I've always thought Avalon would be better without them. Arthur probably gathered them all in one place, hoping they'd kill each other. But that didn't work, so we'll have to do this the hard way.
I thought the war hadn't
The
even started.
war's already here. It's been going on for a while. We're fighting each other in the west, and people are whispering about rebellion in the north. The last thing we need is united tribes.
Isn't there a bigger threat than the
That's
other?
exactly why we need Camelot and the Horns of the South to be strong and united. You do know that the lighthouse of the Horns of the South works like a giant menhir, right? It's why we've ordered them to build another one to strengthen its power. As for how the Dalrita feel about the weirdness, I don't care. I'm here to protect our people, and those tribes are in the way.
I expected you to be
I know what people say about me. They think I'm a madman who burns everything, a butcher who hangs the innocent. I've heard it all. But I believe that only decisive action gets results. There's no room for mercy when it comes to insubordination, deserters, or heretics. It's the only way to prevent the fall.
You're heading to the Horns of South.
That
or
was the
what?
plan. It's my job to keep those lazy fish eaters in check. Camelotian gold flows to them, and I need to make sure they're doing something with it. But the Dalrita showing up. That made things more interesting. Their presence will bring down the South, and I don't let things fall apart on my watch.
I came here to
Mom.
kill you. Wait, my potion. Why didn't it automatically fill? You did. Now I am Galahad. um hold on. I have to drop everything first.
I'll strike you down! You'll fall to my sword!
Wow. I need a distraction. Let's go. need to eat the stamina food.
Hold your ground, men. You are nothing but a peasant.
Alright, so we're going in. Gonna pick up all the armor, use the horse out of here. Galahad had a decent amount of health. Killing an enemy instantly restores 10% of max health. Stamina. What was Galahad like in your day?
Much the same. He was a fierce warrior, determined to win at any cost. I watched him closely, and I found him too consumed by cruelty. That is why I chose Seawall and Palamedes as my closest confidants, not him. Yet this Galahad still seems devoted to Camelot and the old ways, and he remains just as fierce.
Before that, let's loot everybody. Up there is just a normal guy, right? Fast travel. Can I fast travel when I encumbered him? Okay, cannot. What we can do, we can rest. Keep it close. Okay, let's go make some money. If I make the guy too strong, it'll be boring like when I was holding the two-handed weapon. 1 to 3 shot everything. Helmet looks cool, but there's nothing interesting on it. The weapon has ability. I can run again. On block, gain 30 stamina for 5 seconds. Let me take a look at what other weapons do I have. This guy. This weapon is actually good for bosses. Sneak damage. Any attack against target at full health are always critical. Ignore the block. I need perception though. So I need dex. This weapon doesn't need that. And my second playthrough I should go for as a rogue. I am done. I can get to go see the captain. Had an update recently and I don't know what changed. Did it change my display settings? Video settings? Here it is. Yeah, I don't think it changed anything. I want to fight the mist bearers, but I don't know how to find them. They said chase the mist, and the only thing I find in the mist is transparent ghost, the misty something. Yeah.
Oh, look who's here. Has the destiny of the South graced my humble abode?
That's
wonderful news. You have no idea what a favor you've done for the South. Now we'll finally be independent and safe.
Why did Galahad have that?
Sometimes the best defense is a good offense. We were backed into a corner, eh? It were us or him. First off, he represented Camelot, and we're done with their influence, no more of their wars. Second, after the massacre of One Eye's tribe, his death was convenient for both of us. And when the tribes finally unite and come down from the mountains, there's a chance they might leave us alone. Third, he figured me out. He knew what I'd discovered, and he wanted to stop me. And trust me, what I found is going to change the South's history.
What did you discover?
Proof that Camelot is rotten to the core, and that allying with the tribes is the right choice. I didn't plan to tell you, but my one-eyed friend convinced me. Since you took down Galahad, you deserve to know. As a reward for your help, I'll share this secret with you.
Do I need to do something for you
don't
again?
have to if you don't want to. You're free to go. But I can tell you care about... And this is the greatest secret you could... Here, take this seal. In the sunken village, you'll find the entrance to Sewell's crypt. Everyone knows the story of how the evil druid sealed and flooded the place. It's true. At least part of it. But the real story is why they sealed and flooded it. One Eye broke the old seals and replaced them with his own. If you want to see what Camelot was so desperate to hide, you'll find your answers there. They thought drowning a village would keep it secret.
What more do I need
Behind
to
the
know?
statue, you'll find where to use the seal. Once you do, you'll see that history is very different from what we've been telling ourselves. If that doesn't convince you that Camelot's foundations are more crap-coloured than tinged with ivory, then nothing will. I won't tell you anything more. I'd hate to spoil the surprise. I'll catch up with you later. I'm sure you'll...
I need to change the... So I need to kill 10 wolves with wolves. It's part of the achievement, but you know, why not? Okay, hit me. Level up my heavy armor. Here. Oh, you want the wolf? Okay. Yeah, what about me? Yeah, you want me? Okay.
I know this place. I remember it, although my memory is still clouded.
Tell me
I
more.
was here with Merlin. We had a disagreement about something important. It was here that the idea of how to end the war with the Four Dwellers first took shape. But what happened next is still unclear. I don't remember. And yet, I know it had something to do with Seawall, a place of his eternal rest. But something is wrong. It doesn't feel like a tomb. Be cautious.
Did they keep the story like it was before? Oh shit! Out! I fell down. I think they kept the story as it was in the early access. Estas speak Arthur. Sure, this land I do give unto thee to govern and protect. For thy courage and wisdom shall be the foundation of the south. A mighty fortress shalt thou raise and defend the south with all thy strength, that thy stronghold may be equal in greatness to Camelot. I don't read too much.
You are not him. You are different.
Who are you?
I am Seawall Firstfoot, the one who scouted the land before the traitor Arthur set foot on it. I was loyal. I was devoted. Arthur wanted more. Arthur betrayed me.
The founder of the Horns of the
Yes.
South.
It is my legacy. The Jewel of the South, the safe haven of honorable men.
A lot has
I've
changed.
been here for so long. It doesn't matter anymore.
Why did One Eye seal your
The
tomb?
Dalriata promised me revenge. They understand what happened here. Everyone who comes here has the right to ask.
Tell me what
I
happened here.
was the most loyal of Arthur's men. I was the first to go ashore and take on any danger that might arise in this new and unfamiliar land. Then came the war. I fought by his side, shielded him with my own body. I trusted him. But Arthur wanted more. Arthur longed to possess a power equal to that of our enemies. So Merlin decided our king must first become immortal. Only then could he achieve greatness. But Merlin needed volunteers. trusted people to go first to make sure that his methods were effective. So we wouldn't risk Arthur's life in trying to grant him immortality. They thought I had died, so they buried me.
The experiment was a success and they didn't notice. You counted on Arthur to make sure you were dead and he left you.
Arthur's greed and Merlin's obsession made me what I am now. Arthur should have made sure. They thought I was dead, but I heard everything. I know there were others after me. I know that the king didn't hesitate to do anything to achieve his goal. He experimented on all the knights, abusing their oath. He told them it was for the greater good. Their lives, our lives, meant nothing to him.
Don't know how it's supposed to prove Camelot actually. Where's the betrayal? The king did what he did to necessary to win the war.
Arthur doomed his people to eternal suffering. Their names forgotten. Their loyalty abused. He sacrificed the lives of the noblest of men. And this is the greatest possible betrayal.
How does one I want to help
We
you?
cannot be helped. We cannot be killed. The Dalriata promised to burn down Camelot, avenge the memory of all my brothers. Camelot was built on betrayal. People have the right to live in truth. When Camelot falls, we will finally be free. Build a new world. Let the dead leave this one.
Even if it was 100 years, I don't think it would have been this bad. Arthur is still freaking alive. I mean, Galahad.
What do you...
I have no idea. It was supposed. I have no idea what it was supposed to prove. I really seem the kernel isn't what it claims to be, and it never was.
Oh, they're just fools. Somebody made a stupid mistake in the past. Somebody else decided to cover. Somebody came up with traditions and stories to mask what was done. And for hundreds of years, fools were eating it up because the lies were easier. Really, there's no point in invoking tradition any longer. The only thing that matters is safety and loyalty towards the one who can provide. And honestly, I don't believe the ones running this entire circus will protect any.
Well, what now? Why did you want to see me?
Now we've found ourselves in what
Or me see
I'd
this.
probably call a clusterfuck. And somehow, you unwittingly became the most important person in the region because your decision will change how the entire... You see, my boys from the horns of the south are split down the middle. Some will back me, but others won't understand what I'm trying to do. The latter, like Feargas, are the traditionalists, and they know me a little bit too well. If I come to them with this revelation, they think it were a conspiracy. But if somebody from the outside, you see where...
That makes sense. I'll help you convince Fergus.
Ha! That's what I wanted. Go talk to Feargas. Get him to visit this place. After you're done, I just hope Feargas shows some sense.
How did that not hit? Okay, I'm gonna go see the druid down below here to help her, but had a lot to say about you.
It was the most painful thing I heard. I didn't know. I had no idea this is what happened to him.
You didn't know, or you didn't want to know?
There were other things that required my attention. We were losing the war. I was needed everywhere. I should have paid more attention to what Merlin was doing. I shouldn't have let go. Much the same. I want that yet.
It looks like I can go there. I could try after I talk to this guy. You make a swimming mechanic, but you don't use it.
Oh, did you do it yet? And you followed?
Yes, I have. It wasn't funny.
Yes. Well, I suppose it's not for everyone. Some people lack the necessary sophistication to be able to embrace.
What was even the point
It was a
of it?
prank. Did it need to have a point? What's wrong with a harmless bit of fun? A druid's not allowed to have a sense.
It's not harmless if it's at someone else's expense. See what let go.
Ah, yes. Because mass murder is an appropriate reaction to tricking people into preparing a meal for some... Is there something you need from me, or are you just here to spew hateful nonsense? Because I think I'd rather walk over seashell shards again than continue this conversation.
Anyways, the witch's
That's
crossbow.
impossible. There wasn't even any spell work involved. It should have been
Something happened to Comlek. Now it looks gruesome.
God's damned southern druids. I dread to think what they were doing in that place. Don't worry, it's probably nothing a good...
It looks dangerous. We can't leave it like it.
That seems like your problem.
Can you do it?
I guess... Now you're talking. Right. If you don't mind, I'll take my payment. Splendid. Meet me at the Cromlech. I will...
For that. Let's see if we can go there. And if there's anything there. If we can go there, there must be something. Okay, not what I expected. There's a guy putting fish around him. I think he's dead, so I'm taking your fish except for one. Oh. Something here. Doesn't look like there's anything. Came back. This game might not be the most graphically game or most beautiful game ever made, but it fills a lot of the boxes that makes it a freaking good game. I don't like that they got rid of some of the missions in the game though. I discovered something you need to know.
And here I thought the Horns of the South had no secrets left to hide from me. But go ahead.
The hidden interest you can meet.
Have I ever mentioned I'm not a big fan of your sense of humor? Now, tell me what you really want, or walk away. In silence, preferably.
It's true, Merlin experience here. If you prefer to ignore it, that's your choice. It's true, Merlin experiment on Civil.
This isn't funny. I'm no Galahad, burning people at the stake for heresy, but I don't still. Judging by the look on your face, you actually believe you've stumbled. All right then. I'll go and check it out. See what's got you so worked up. It might even... I saw what you wanted me to see. We need to talk. Everything I believed has been seriously challenged. Why did you show that? Because it could be that I'd be better off. What they did to Seawall is unthinkable. And what will the other keepers say? What will happen to the Horns of the South? Everything we believe.
What you believe and what you did with that belief are two entirely different things.
You're right. In the end, it doesn't matter what Camelot was back then. What matters, and we did everything in our power to keep the South safe, and to keep out, but this will be the end of the Horns of the South. No young man will join our ranks when hundreds of years of our history are gurgling.
You can create a new myth. You are the fortress that stood up against Camelot corruption and got rid of Galahad. You are the one who found a way to forge peace with the tribes nobody believed it was possible. You didn't let your past break you, and you decided to remake your own future.
It sounds better than the alternative. That we're a bunch of fools believing in children's fables of knightly honor, valor, and purity. And we'll have to give everyone some hope to cling to after the truth about Seawall comes out. All right. I assume Brandon put you up to this, so you can go and congratulate him. He won. I'll support this case, if only for the safety and well-being. I don't have to like it one bit, but I can try to make it easier for the...
The last time I played this, he did not like it at all.
You? Ah, shit. Another mouth to feed. Fergus must have been... I'm serious. If we don't open the keep soon, not that I can't cook the...
I met Egon. He said you were friends.
Ah, Owen. Yes.
Has he always been so
Heck
unsociable?
no. You should have seen Owen 20 years ago. He was sharp. If you wanted something, you went to Owen. And he always found a... Politics. What else? Owen survived 3 captains. One was terribly lazy. He just sat there like moss on a log and did jack shit. That frustrated Owen. Then there was another one. He was afraid of everything. So all he did was kiss Camelot's ass. And that blocked Owen's ideas to do something meaningful with this fish shack. And when it was finally Brandon's turn, Owen was already fed up with all this. It's funny, isn't it? First captain who doesn't mind introducing new ideas, and our local revolutionary has given up already. So now he just putters around in his little garden trying...
Are you always saying, you teach me some recipes?
Oh! Oh! What do you think? And if... Then go sit... Hell, if someone...
Got a lot of things. Don't think we need all this. So we did need to read it. Oh gosh. Take.
I figured it out. The mistletoe. Oh, how could I have been so...
Is it
They
to
weren't
his friend?
laughing at me. Do you see? They were telling me to embrace the part that I play in the world. The part that we all play in the world. Listen, mistletoe was their sacred plant, right? We know it's a parasite, and in extreme situations, can even kill the tree on which it grows. Why would you worship a parasite? I finally got it. They realized that if everything goes well, it has minimal effect on the tree. Sometimes it's even able to give something back. Even better, it's evergreen, so birds can feed off it in winter. And even though it's poisonous to humans, druids were able to make medicine out of its fruits. Do you see? It's so obvious that it's no wonder the answer eluded us all. It's not about the mystical arts, the scrolls, or the rituals. It's about observing nature and drawing the right conclusions. Mistletoe feeds off the tree, but it doesn't just take, it gives back. Just like we always take from something. The trick is to give back more than we take. That's meant to be our role in the world. Yes, it's about understanding our place in the world as parasites, but useful ones. There's no more knowledge to gain besides what's already... The trick is, we need to learn to see it. Ah, this is my new quest. Thank you for initiating this.
Always is a dream. Do you know what
What
could
do you
happen?
think? I don't think so. If you look...
What's this? I'm supposed to talk to somebody. Oh, I gotta dig up his remains. I didn't do that. All right. We don't know where this thing is. These people in the castle all have issues.
If I just stay put, everything will be just fine.
I spoke with one.
And?
He says
No,
hello.
he doesn't. He knows better than that. Ah, look here. Take some seeds. Find a free plot and grow whatever you want. That'll teach you to appreciate. Besides, I should stay out of trouble.
That a quest? So where do I do this? Okay, and then what?
Stay quiet. Stay safe.
I like it when things are quiet.
Oh, I have to go meet him up there now. He's still there? What the heck? Hello.
Nothing ever happens.
What's that question mark? What's that question mark? Why is there a question mark there?
Ah, you're back. So,
So she was still he seemed pretty shaken.
good. I do feel for the boy. He really loved Camelot. Probably the last truly loyal keeper. But he had to know the truth. I knew his honor wouldn't let him hide it from the others in the Orns.
What now?
I'll get One Eye, and together we'll go to the Orns with the good news. Not everybody will be happy about it, but those who don't support us will be released from their oath, and I'll ensure they're safe until they leave. After that, whatever they choose to do. Brothers, today marks a new chapter in the history of the Horn to the South. Today, we put an end to fear and poverty. I understand your pain. I know you feel helpless in the face of the looming terror of the weirdness. Camelot has abandoned us, brothers. For years, they've given us no aid. All they do is take our resources, send us to senseless slaughter, and keep us in the dark. Camelot doesn't see us as equals. They've forgotten Seawall Firstfoot's legacy and the promise King Arthur made to us. We were meant to stand as equals. We were meant to be just as powerful as them. And all this time, do you know what they've done to the founder of the Horns of the South? For over 600 years, Seawall has been alive, forgotten by King Arthur and all of Camelot. You don't have to take my word for it. Seawall's tomb is open. Go and see for yourselves. I say, enough. Enough of being fed a rotten myth that turned out to be one great lie. We swore loyalty to the torturers of one of the noblest knights to ever walk Avalon. I say, enough. We will no longer honor an oath made to dishonorable people. We won't let ourselves be exploited any longer. But, my brothers, I bring news. Galahad the Pure, the same Galahad who threatened to burn half our garrison at the stake, is dead. Galahad's death is our chance to break free from Camelot. Enough lies. No more risking everything for those who only know how to take. You're probably wondering, how can we protect the South on our own? How can we defend ourselves when Camelot comes to reclaim their slaves? Yes, that's what we are to them. I know the lockdown of the fortress surprised you, and for that, I truly apologize, but it was necessary to keep you from attacking our new allies, the Del Rita tribes, led by One Eye.
I know, my brothers, I know. This must be a shock, especially since I did not share my plans with you earlier. But hear me out. Thanks to this alliance between the Orns of the South and the Dal Riada tribes, we're securing the safety of the South and our independence from Camelot.
The tribes will provide us with the military support our depleted ranks desperately need. The tribes will help us rid the South of the bandits who've plagued our people for years. Together, we'll share knowledge and resources to ensure a better future
Everybody
for
eyes
all
this
Southerners.
We
strange
will not
color.
drain your resources. In fact, We'll replenish your armories and fill your pantries. We'll stand together, fighting side by side to bring peace and order back to the south. In return, all we ask is your loyalty. If you see a brother from the Dalriada fight in the Camelotian, stand with our brother. That's all.
Of course, if anyone isn't in favor of this alliance, you have the right to leave the service. I declare a new era for the Horns of the South. Those who don't wish to help build this future are released from their oaths. To those who choose to stay, I promise a good life, and you won't face any more threats. Now, brothers, return to your duties and rest easy. The Horns of the South will endure, and soon we'll be stronger than ever before.
I hope they make a new one. This is actually a second. The second Tainted Grail. I think there's another one. Never played it because it's an old game. I've done everything you asked of me.
An
My
honest
turn.
matter. What do you need? Ah, right. See, the problem with Excalibur, or indeed any of King Arthur's blades, is that you need to prove you're worthy of wielding it. How are you supposed to do that? Hell knows. But if the pin that secured your entry to the Horns has led you here, I think I know what the one who gave it to you might have been.
You mean?
You see, there are many different legends. According to one of them, there are a few places on Avalon where you can prove yourself. And one of those places, as you can probably... Have you seen the old gong in the sunken village? Well, many years ago, when people still went to the woods for a shit instead of using a privy, it was part of a certain ritual. Only the people who passed the ritual.
And what does this ritual involve?
None of the living keepers were recruited that way, so we don't really know what happens. That's why Galahad now appoints keepers and the captain chooses them. It's just safe. I only know that you need to sound the gong and then lie down. If you wake up, I mean, when you wake up again in the morning, you'll know you've been deemed worthy. Unfortunately, the gong is broken. So first, you'll need to find a way to fix it. And since it's made of weird steel, fortunately, Oshbrit should be able to help you. A little bird told me he likes to play with weird steel. Just tell him I sent you, and he won't.
If I...
Well, I'm not going to lie. From what I've heard, many people never woke up. They fell into eternal slumber, so that's why we abandoned. And those who woke up were changed, and none of them ever wanted to say exactly what.
What if it doesn't work?
Then you'll have to find someone smarter than me. Because
If all those recruits were worthy, why did none of them try to wield Excalibur?
Well, of course they tried. It turns out that the keepers who passed the ritual could hold it longer than anyone else. Maybe it'll be enough for what you need, and maybe something entirely. It's your risk. Go.
What a nice day.
What do you think of deal with
Riordan's
Galahad?
back. And let's hope he knows what he's doing.
There is ancient going sunken village. Can you fix
Why
it?
would you want to fix it?
Take some advice from an old man. If there's a giant, ancient statue that somebody tried to turn to dust,
I need to repair it to become
Well,
keeper.
if you put it that way, then I suppose I have to tell you the truth. Otherwise, the terror from the sea will bite me in the ass. Of course I can fix it. I've been doing this kind of... It's a skill we pass down from master to apprentice. Obviously, though, you'd have to bring me a couple things.
Need me to bring component to fix. What? What do I need to bring? Huh? Token gone. Do I have to go get it? Somebody there. In the early access there was somebody here as well, but not on this island.
Oh, back in the day you just needed to look at the stars and you'd know where you were going. Now...
That before, we were both frozen on the islands as
Island asylum? But when I look at your face, something and look at you now. Out in the world, freedom is a gift, even when it... I guess I'm just an old... Every wave carries a story, you know. Some are whispers, others are long ago. For what's
waiting
ahead
for
of
what?
me.
That monsters here don't take me.
Monsters? It's they were...
Yep, this is the same guy.
It's the sometime. This... You'd have... Look and here now and up.
We don't know this. This is all the... Not the correct story, yeah?
Before you... I understand. I see you. I hear. You can come... Having fun.
How many do I need actually? Freaking vague, aren't they?
Nice to have a break.
How did you, forget it. Here, that should do it. Do whatever you need to, if you... I have nothing to...
I think I need to fix the gong now. That old man is suspicious though, but in the earlier access he had nothing. No part in all of this. Now we're gonna make King Arthur's friend. Oh, what the crap is that thing? I did not notice that until I got here.
Who dares disturb my peace? You made an oath never to summon me again.
Forgive me, my lord. I want to be deemed worthy to touch the Excalibur.
Wait. Is it really you? You, who come from a time beyond. Show yourself before me.
Do I know
It
you?
seems he speaks to me. Allow me to answer him.
Welcome, old friend.
I can see that you know me, but I am a mere shadow of my true self. I don't remember you, Lord of the Seas. Forgive me.
That's what you told me, my friend. The next time we see each other, you will not remember me. But you are here now. The will and the power led you back to this place. Even in this incomplete form.
Where should I look for myself? I wish to restore Avalon to its former glory, yet I don't know how.
Avalon's fate has never rested upon one person alone, not even one as great as King Arthur. Yet here you are, trying again, restless and eager to take the responsibility again. I salute you, my friend.
Tell me what I must do to be worthy to lead Avalon once more. I do not think I have the strength.
Your path is true. Seek wholeness, and Avalon will reveal what it needs from you. And yes, you need to touch Excalibur.
Thank you, my friend.
And you, mortal. You have given yourself to the King's service. You are worthy of a place among the keepers of the South. Arthur, Take out your sword and fear no failure. It is yours to take. It always was. I deem you worthy, my friend. The promise I gave thy mother is fulfilled, and thus our pact is ended. You know where to look for your soul. Trust yourself. And when you reach your journey's end, I trust you will make the right choice.
Keep off the south. Let's get back to the base because I want to get this done so I don't have to worry much. I know everybody's sleeping now. Let's just put a bonfire. No need to level up. Doesn't need to. Let's talk to you. Was this gong already here in your time?
I cannot say for certain. My memory remains too clouded. It seems familiar. I do not feel my soul bound to it, but I know our path shall lead us here, one way or another. Something lingers beyond this gate, something ancient. That much I know. We'll find the truth.
You and the Lord of the Seas, you seem close.
Yes, it seems we knew each other well during the war. And this proves that I sought allies beyond our own forces. And I trusted him enough to carry the knowledge of This must count for something.
What the crap? What the hell is that? Okay.
It's nice to have a break.
Give me Excalibur. Oh no, I'm about to die. Well, that was not what I was expecting. I take that. And then We managed to take it. Oh, we didn't take it. We came in here.
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command.
Bind the soul to the stone.
I am the blade that shapes kings and shatters tyrants.
Enough, Merlin. You can't keep throwing lives into this abyss. These experiments, they're destroying what remains of us.
Destroying us? They're what's keeping us alive. Do you think the Four Dwellers will stop for pity or mercy? Every soul we lose here saves 10 more on the battlefield. You told me to do this. You sanctioned this. And I'm close to getting it right. I know it.
No, we can't justify this. There's no victory worth such a cost.
You know full well, Arthur, that this isn't about victory. It's about survival. If we don't push these boundaries, there will be no future for your kingdom, for Avalon. You dream of peace, but without victory, there will be no peace to dream of. The path ahead is brutal, but if we relent now, we lose everything.
And yet we keep losing people and gaining nothing in return. We must change the path.
They volunteered for this.
They volunteered to save our kingdom, and you've gotten no closer to doing it. Their sacrifices cannot be in vain, Merlin. Find another way. Use your mind, your wisdom. Leave this slaughterhouse you've created behind.
A different way. That will take time, and resources we may not have. The enemy won't wait.
They will if I make them. Whatever it takes, I will buy you that time. Find me a weapon that wins this war without annihilating what we fight to protect.
Whatever it takes.
Yes. Let it be known that it was my decision, and I will bear the consequences of it.
Oh no, my king. People can never know. It was all my idea, and you knew nothing about it. All of us have our role to play. You are the leader, and they need to love you. If we win, you need to become more than a man. You need to become a symbol.
You've gathered a new fragment of Arthur's soul. Unlocking it is hidden potential. Open the menu to explore the King's Soul skill tree, or visit the bonfire to develop new abilities.
Now, I remember.
So you knew about it.
Before you judge me. It all seems so obvious now, doesn't it? The right thing to do. It wasn't back then. And you can trust me on. We were on the brink of losing the war. And wars aren't won with wishful thinking. There was no clean path, no noble answer. Only the weight of reality pressing down on our necks. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have been in vain. And in the end, the ones who stepped forward, who chose to pay the price, made it possible. And their deaths gave Merlin the knowledge he needed to finish his work. to find something that could really turn the tide in our favor.
You really think that the experimenting on your men was justified?
Justified? No. Justification is for those who have the luxury of doubt. And I had a kingdom to save. They were brave men who volunteered their lives, just as they did every time we rode onto the battlefield. The difference was that if Merlin succeeded, one man's sacrifice could have saved us all, could have ended the war before more blood was spilled. If sacrificing a few meant the survival of all, then there was no choice at all. Maybe they never saw justice. Maybe their real stories were erased from history. Call it cruelty. Call it madness. But if I'd done nothing, there would be no Avalon left to argue over. But the kingdom still stands. The people live. And that has to mean something.
You agreed to lie to your people about your vulnerabilities?
But this wasn't about pride. It wasn't about saving face. It was about survival. The truth about all this would have broken my people. I couldn't allow that. And a king doesn't get to flinch. If that meant carrying the weight alone, so be it. I would make that choice again if I had to.
So what did he come up with to win the war?
I told him to stop the experiments on our men, but to keep going. And he did. He started experimenting on the Four Dwellers, the enemy. If their bodies could be broken down, their power turned against them, wasn't that their own doing? Wasn't that fair? So he figured out how to twist the Four Dwellers' power into something we could wield. I told him to conquer the weirdness. And in the end, he did. He found a way to make me stronger. Stronger than any man had the right to be. It wasn't just magic. It was something deeper, older. A force that reshaped me. And with it, we won. The war ended. Avalon was ours. The bloodshed stopped. The banners were raised, and the kingdom stood safe.
Does victory erase the price you paid for it?
That's the question, isn't it? I keep thinking about Seawall. He was ready to pay the ultimate price for what we were fighting for. And I thought he did. I grieved him. Told myself his sacrifice had meaning, that he had given his life for Avalon. And now, after all these years, finding him like this, I told myself I carried the weight of my choices. But seeing him, I wonder if I ever truly did.
Another piece of the king's soul reclaimed, right? What did it... Merlin. Merlin and his The king thought it could save us. Merlin thought it could be controlled. Together, they were willing to tear the world apart to win.
You know more than you're letting on. Can you start
I
making
was
sense?
a prototype for Merlin's latest idea, immortality. Me and Seawall, the king's loyal pawns. Used and discarded when they found a better way. When they decided to go even deeper into their madness and turn our king into a monster.
Why didn't you fight back?
Fight back? Against who? Merlin? The king? You don't fight gods when you're just a pawn on their board. You endure. You wait. And when the time comes, you either break or you're left to clean up. That's what I do.
Yeah, I don't know what was
Even
happening.
if he didn't, he should have. He was desperate to win. And desperation doesn't leave room for conscience. Every scream, every scar. Even if he didn't see it, he allowed it. That's as good as approving.
You didn't end like Seawall.
Seawall was Merlin's first attempt. I was the last. We could say I was lucky, but to say that would take a truly macabre sense of humor.
What do you mean,
The
clear them?
monsters, the weird, we're left in the ruins of their grand plans, trying to uphold their ideals, fighting for what never was. It's time to bury all these fairy tales in a well-deserved grave.
I spoke with Arthur. He said he had to do it or humanity would be
Of
lost.
course he'd say that. There's always a scapegoat and a convenient excuse for men like him. But it doesn't absolve him. Not when he was the one who unleashed this. He wanted victory, no matter the cost. And when you want something that badly, you stop looking too closely at what's being done. And, after all, who said we were supposed to win this war? Who said we were supposed to survive?
I assume you still want something
You've
from me?
seen what they did, what he did. And that's not the end of the story. It's not the extent of their sins. Find the pieces of his soul. Put him back together, if that's what it takes. And then we, or I alone, if you decide to defy me, can end the cycle. Either way, we will get to his resurrection. I've seen it too many times to believe the cycle will be broken before it happens. But know this. Once he's whole, Arthur's power, his mistakes, and his madness will all return. And when that moment comes, I'll be there. Whether to stand with you or step over you. The choice. Just remember that when that happens, and you stand by his side, there won't be room for both of you.
If I'm going to fix this, I need to know where to start. If you think I'll let you decide at this fate, you're wrong.
Start. You've already started. But if you want the next piece, head to Kunacht. The menhir there is failing. The weirdness swallowing what's left of the village. You will need to find another artifact. The shield our king gave to Pal. He was one of the king's finest. A voice of reason amidst the madness. But it didn't save him or his legacy from what they had coming. Find the shield. And then, well, we will meet again. We'll see if your perspective changes.
Okay. I guess there's some things that I need to be doing here, but I don't see them giving me anything. It is, I can earn gold every time I kill an enemy. I want a new weapon. I'm bored.
Hope nothing bad happens today.
Okay. Finish restores 400%. When using King Sword, your damage increased by 50% for each enemy kill. When using King Sword, you 50% damage. What's this then? Fully charge something when you use it, when you would receive lethal damage. Dealing damage has a small chance to create weird essence. Can be collected to regenerate a portion of the soul. When King Soul, you deflect all incoming projectile. Why did you leave Excalibur here?
It was supposed the sword was never just steel. It was a symbol of what we stood for. Strength, justice, the will to carve a path forward. A weapon, yes, but also a promise. I wanted them to remember, to fight for those ideals, to uphold them, even when I was gone, even when there was no king left to lead them.
Do you remember Merlin?
Much the I what that is yet.
Best friends forever. I need to go get his remains.
Someone's out there.
Aren't I supposed to meet this guy here? You know what? I think they moved the big goat boss. They moved it to the other place here. I think here. It's either this one here or that place somewhere. Where is that place? Where they said they found the weirdness. Can't find it. Oh well. What do you think about Bernardine?
Brendan's back, and now we're tied to the Dalrata. Guess we'll be paying for that.
I spoke with Kendall.
Bloody hell. Not another ghost. Leave me alone. I swear if you don't leave me alone.
I've seen how many people haunted by ghosts can end up. You really don't want to be in their shoes, so better speak up.
Fine, fine. I have no idea why you care, but fine. Just don't think I've gone crazy. I'm telling the honest. It started a while ago. I went home to sleep because we'd had a bit too much to drink. I got into bed, but something was wrong. The air was chilly. I couldn't fall asleep for a long time. And the moment I started drifting away, I heard Berg. I'm telling you, it scared the pants off me. But that wasn't all. I knew that voice. Just couldn't place it. But then I saw. It was Kendall. Now, I know how it sounds. But there he stood, alive, but not. I mean, it looked like him. I thought I was going to keel over, but I didn't. And now it just keeps going.
And Kendall was?
There used to be 4 of us, you know. Me, Tagden, Finley, and Kendall. But he died a long time ago. And in a gruesome way at that. When he became our commanding officer, we went on a mission together. We got ambushed by bandits. They slit Kendall's throat and maimed the rest of us. Had loads of fun doing it. Afterwards, they let us go. Probably thought we'd croak somewhere on the road. That's all.
What does Kendall Ghost want from you?
He asked me to go to a shrine, get his remains, and bury them at sea. You know, so he could end his service with some dignity. But I can't.
Why are you the one he hunting?
How should I know? I never used to believe in ghosts. I thought they were just old wives' tales to scare kids away from raiding their pantry.
I've got
Take this away from me. Don't you know this kind of thing tends to bring bad luck?
Again?
I went there one evening. Gods only know why. I could feel something odd. Like I had Kendall thrashing around in my head already. Cold. I've never been a godly man, you know. One time I visited a shrine. And look what that got me. A ghost hovering over my head. I dug around a bit looking for Kendall's remains. Then I heard howling. Got scared and ran away. At first, I thought it was a wild animal. Or some weird beast. Thinking about it now, I guessed it must have been Kendall. He was letting me know he was coming. Damn him.
You went there looking for his remains. I brought you his remains. What's the problem
All
here?
right. I went there. And Kendall didn't say a thing about a burial at sea. All he said was that he won't know peace until he takes me with him to the underworld. I may be old, but I don't want to go there yet. The idea terrifies me. Now I see what he's up to. He's using you to remind me of his threat.
Why would he want to kill you? It makes no sense. Why would he hunt you and not the rest of his friends?
It's because he trusted me the most.
and I was the one who let him down. When push came to shove, I blew it. Tagden was arguing for the bandits to only take Kendall, and I didn't make a peep. I still remember the way Kendall was looking at me when they were slitting his throat.
And you're the only one still feel guilty about this?
I don't know. Tagden and Finley seem fine, but I've felt bone-crushing guilt ever since it happened. Wouldn't you be wondering if you could have done something more than just beg for mercy? Finley lost his tongue, Tagden his hand, and me. Now I'm an old hobbler missing a leg. We all have wounds to remind us of what happened until the day we die. And that's why we decided to never tell a soul. Please, take his remains away from here. Maybe say a good word about me to his ghost. My years of guilt must surely be enough penance.
Where is he telling me to bring him now? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I have to go back? He asked me to plead for his life.
Some friend he was. Got me real good. Tadgan and Finley also did their part. Tadgan goaded those bandits quite nicely, so they killed me, but not them. But Berg, he was the reason it all fell apart. Damn bastard. Why should I stop haunting him? Out of pity? Nah, he deserves it.
Because you lied to me. Why did you want me to give him your car? Because you used me. This means you owe me. Because he must get for years.
I'm not entirely convinced that morality of mortals is something I should be concerned about. Now, maybe, just maybe, I'll leave Berg alone.
Alright guys, I think I'm going to end the stream here, and I'm going to try to level up this character a bit more, play around with a bit of settings, and see you next time. Uncle 40 out.